know what the title of this video is going to be. I just know that I'm going to be speaking from the heart about issues and about things that just really rile me up, I think. I'm so sick and tired of people in this world not knowing their worth and sitting there and thinking that they need to fulfill societal expectations in order to be worthy of love, happiness, and all this and that from this world. And I'm so sick and tired of people thinking that they're better than someone else because they've got money, a car, all these like materialistic things that don't even matter. Those are things that I'm sick and tired of. And I want you to know, if you're one of these people that feel like they're not worthy of love because you don't have these things, or because people around you have made you feel like you're not worthy, I just want you to know that that's not even true. That's a false thing, because people around you are projecting their feelings and they're projecting the things that they think are right upon you, either because they're jealous of you, they see you as a threat, or simply because you threaten their state of being and you do a thing that really triggers their mental state, and then they think, I'm gonna put this person down to make myself feel better. That's obviously a very toxic thing to do, and it's not true, you know. I feel like you really need to realize that the people who come for you and the people who want you to fail are the ones that see something in you and are threatened by your existence and are threatened by you, full stop. I think that people who do those things haven't regulated their emotions, and they just need to go and touch some grass, because their insecurity is clearly very high if they feel like it's okay to sit there and go put someone else down to make themselves feel better and validate themselves. You know, there's no way that these people can sit there and go home and look in the mirror and think, oh yeah, I'm definitely happy, I'm so amazing, rah rah rah, and then go outside and sit there and put someone else down. You know, they don't match. I made this theory and it's called dynamic equilibrium. I know that's something in chemistry or something like that, but I made it where basically, so dynamic equilibrium means that I want you to imagine two arrows, one going that way, one going this way, but they always intertwine, if that makes sense. It's like a cycle, like a continuous cycle. And basically, my theory is that you cannot love yourself if you do not love other people, and you cannot love other people if you do not love yourself. I know there's so many people out here being like, I want to love myself, I want to improve my sense of being and my self-worth and all this and that, and it's like, if you love the people around you and if you're kind to them, what is stopping you from being kind to yourself? What is stopping you from also doing the same things to yourself? I think a lot of people see it as cringy or embarrassing to think and sit there and be like, I love myself, I love the person that I am, I want to continue improving and evolving and things like that, but it's really not like that. It's more like, how do I even explain? Obviously, through generations, self-love and state of being and all this and that were not things. You just kind of went through life without thinking about who you are as a person and what you want to do. You just kind of followed societal expectations. Whereas now I feel like women especially are more free to pursue who they are, pursue their interests, sit there and have the career of their dreams, and even have standards to the person that they want to be with. And obviously this isn't the same thing all over the world, but I'm talking about Western society specifically. And I just truly want you to think, if I have this free will and if I have this freedom to sit there and choose who I want to be and choose who I want to have around me, then why am I sitting here allowing people to disrespect me and walk all over my boundaries? And what I want to say to you is there's always better. There is always, 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 always better than what you are receiving. If someone's disrespecting you and you think, oh, I can't get better than this, I can't get better than this, you are lying to yourself, because you can always get better. There is always, always better people. An example of this is, you know, I had friends who disrespected me, who weren't nice to me and did all this and that. I left them and decided, you know what, I don't deserve this disrespect. And then I met people that are so kind to me and treat me like I deserve. And you know what, that is not rare. It's just simply avoiding disrespect by leaving disrespect. You know, you're not better than someone if, like, I feel like people assume that if you attract good people that you don't also attract bad people, Bad people just come into your life to teach you lessons, and toxic people just come into your life to show you, look, I am here to disrespect you so you can choose to leave me and receive better in return. I think everything is a lesson, and all of the lessons that we learn are therefore blessings. Because if you think about it, if any situation that's happened to you, traumatic or just simply a situation where you were disrespected, and you decided to act accordingly, you might feel like it wasn't the right thing in the moment, but then look at it a year from when it happens and judge whether it was. Trust me, it always is. It always is. Like, I feel like a lot of the time, sometimes I think some people, like, we get kind of stuck in this victim mindset of thinking, why is this happening to me? Why is this going on? What have I done to deserve this? When really you should be thinking, what am I learning from this? What am I... Like, yes, it's hard, and I'm not saying completely jeopardize your emotions and don't sit there and feel them. It is okay to feel emotions. We are human. I love feeling emotions. I think feeling emotions in a deep way is the best thing you can possibly do, because if you sit there and think to yourself, oh yeah, I don't want to feel emotions. Feeling emotions is weak. Being betrayed by people is weak. Being disrespected by people, it means you're weak. Rah, rah, rah. People are always going to betray you and disrespect you. It's the matter how you respond to that betrayal and disrespect that matters, not what they do. You know, I really believe in karma, and if you do something good, you obviously get something good in return. So if you think in your head, the people who have disrespected you and are mean to you, do you think that their lives, their state of self and being is good? No, because, you know, I think that karma truly gets everyone, and obviously that might not be something that you hear a lot of people say, and I genuinely do not care. I think a lot of my opinions and the things that I think are controversial to the expectations of a woman in society, and you know what, I genuinely could not care. Like, I'm really just doing my thing, living my life, doing the best thing possible. Who are you to tell me what I'm doing is wrong? Who are you to dictate whether I'm doing the right thing, whether I look like I should for a person my age, whether I'm doing the things that I should be doing for a person my age? Grow up and mind your business. That's all that you can say. You know, remain unbothered whenever people say these things to you, because it's really, really funny to me how people just really, really, really do not know how to focus on their lives and themselves. I feel like a lot of people try and dictate how you should live your life, how you should take a certain job, or go with a certain person, or continue being with a certain person, and that leaving them is the wrong choice, and that, you know, you should take them back because you should give them one more chance. You shouldn't, like, I'm laughing because it's so funny to me. It's so funny to me how grown people, and think one thing I want you to realize is that maturity does not, like, age does not mean maturity. If someone is older, that does not mean that you are less mature than them. No, I have met people who are in their 40s, 30s, 40s, who lack maturity and think that the whole world should revolve around them and their life, and how everyone should stop what they are doing and go and help them and do whatever they want to do. And I'm like, please just focus on yourself and your life. Do not let these people in your life, and if they are in your life, please get out immediately, because these people will suck out your happiness, because that's what they want to do. They want your life to revolve around theirs, but they're forgetting that you've also got free will, same as them. They're forgetting that you're also born in this world like them. You know, I feel like your gender does not mean that you're better than someone else because they're a different gender. Your age does not mean that you're better than someone else because they're a different age. Your race and ethnicity does not mean that you're better than someone because they're a different race and ethnicity. We are all human beings. We are all flesh and blood. So what makes you better than I am? Your finances? Okay, well, I don't care about money, because money does not equal happiness. Money equals stability and life, but it's not the equation and portion to happiness, you know? And you have a car. Okay, well, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I feel like people put so much importance into all of these things that just really don't matter. Like, one day this big massive meteor from the sky could come and wipe everything away. What are you gonna do then? What's your car gonna help you with? What's your Lamborghini and Bugatti and whatever? Like, if you afford these things and you want to get them, go get them. I'm not saying, oh, don't have a Bugatti or don't have a Ferrari, whatever. But it's wrong when you're sat there putting someone else down and thinking you are better than someone just because you have it. No, you're on a different life path than everyone else. You're never behind. I want you to realize that, for example, let's say that you are 25 years old. By this time, people usually have children and are married and have a stable job and blah 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 blah, and you don't have any of these things. That does not make those people better, and that does not make you behind these people. That does not put you behind these people, and it doesn't make you worse or worth less than these people. It simply means that you're in a different life path and you're meant to do different things. Who knows, maybe you're meant to be a doctor, a midwife, an actor. Who knows what you're meant to be, you know? And I just really want you to think that just because you don't have these things does not mean that you're behind everyone else, you know? I feel like people just really take away it's mostly the patriarchal and capitalistic society that we live in that do this. Let's be so for real here. Like, it is not our fault. It is our fault as humans, hello. You know, it's these like top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1% that purposely do things to make you fail. You know, a patriarchal society doesn't only mean that women fail too. It also means that men also are unable to also do certain things, you know. It's just really unnecessary, and I just don't think it's right. I don't think that people should sit there and dictate what other people should do with their lives. Again, the same thing that I've been saying for the past 10 minutes. If someone tries and takes away your free will, do not let them. Do not let them. Obviously, if your action is like going to murder someone, do not do that. Obviously, like that, your free will is going to be taken away when you're going to do something dangerous like that. But I'm talking about like the little things where it's like your career path, where you want to live, what partner you want to pursue. If you think that that person, that situation, that place is right for you, then go ahead and go to it. Do not sit there and let someone interfere with what you want to do. In the same way, don't sit there and try and interfere with someone's free will. I don't even know if it's a sin, but for me, I class it as a sin. I class a sin that you are interfering with someone's free will. If someone is going to do something and that causes them to sin, okay, and like if someone really wants to do something, they're going to do it no matter what you say. So don't sit there and waste your energy on trying to tell the person, oh, don't do it, like trying to stop them. In the same way, I feel like you can't change people if they don't want to be changed. You cannot help people if they don't want to be helped, you know. And I'm sick and tired of people sitting there being like, but I'll change if you let me back. I'll change if you do this. I'll change if you do that. I will change. No, you should have already changed before wanting to come back to me, wanting to be friends, significant other, whatever with me. You should not sit there and say, give me a condition, being like, if you let me back, I will change. If you don't, then I won't. Change shouldn't be something that's influenced by the people around you. It should be something from inside you, because if you let change be influenced by the people around you, I feel like it's really temporary and it's not long term at all. Because let's say that person decides to leave you, what are you going to do then? You know, you haven't built your state of self, you haven't built your state of being. So then you just sat there and all of a sudden you can't stick to the change anymore because there's no one in your life to change for. But if you sit there and you realise, I need to change for myself because I want to live a certain life, I want to be a certain way, I want to do a certain thing, then that's when change will be long term and change will last a very long time, you know. And guess what? Once you start to make changes to who you are as a person, the boundaries that you create with people, and the things that you let slide and the things that you don't, people are going to see you as a threat. And all of a sudden, people are going to sit there and tell you, oh, well, you were different, you changed, rah, rah. Like, obviously I changed, and the people who are not okay with this change are the ones that you should remove from your life, because a best friend, a significant other, a family member who truly loves you and wants the best for you is never going to stop you from changing positively, is never going to stop you from doing the things that they know will benefit you, you know. These people that are hating on you know that if you continue changing and evolving, you're going to become better and better, and they don't want you to become better and better because they see life as a competition. Life is not a competition. There is no one to compete with. The only competition is yourself, you and your past self continuously evolving and moving up the ladder. No one else in this life is a competition because you are not on the same life path as everyone else. Just because someone's got this and that does not mean that you should also get this and that, because these are things that are not meant for you. If they were meant for you, you would have already had them. Full stop. I truly just love talking and saying all of these things and truly just projecting myself and who I am as a person out to the world, because I truly think that if even one person watches this and benefits from what I'm saying and is truly happy, my mission is fulfilled. I have fulfilled my mission and I have fulfilled everything that I need to fulfill. If my creation, because this video is one of my creations, makes someone happy and positively influences someone to sit there and realize, hey, I'm not doing the right thing, I'm not living for myself, I'm living for other people who don't even give two fucks about me, then I will applaud you and I will applaud myself. It's not even about, oh, like, you're only saying these things for money and you're only saying these, like, I don't care about the money. I don't care about the views, of getting loads of views. Because a lot of the things that I'm saying, not a lot of people are going to agree with. And this is another piece of advice. Don't focus on the people who hate you, focus on the people who love you. And you know the saying, haters are your motivators? It's very true. Basically, what I want to say about that is that if someone hates on you, they're giving and projecting their energy onto you. You know, they are choosing to look at you and think, I'm gonna hate this person, whatever this person's doing is embarrassing, rah rah. And then you can just look back at them and be like, okay, you can hate on me because that's not going to change my state of being or who I am. Goodbye, you are wasting your energy. And then you can transform that energy into something good. A lot of people do this, like, like, for example, Persephone's Blood and The Wizard Liz. They are such beautiful inspirations and I truly love their content. They get hated on so much, and guess what? They transform the energy into something positive, as will I. Every time that I got hated on, it wasn't even for something substantial, it's for genuinely just saying what's on my mind. You know, for example, one of my standards is that I want my significant other to be a provider and provide for me. I got backlash for that, and you know what? I don't care. I'm still going to continue having that standard because that's my life, and the reasoning behind my standards is very, very, very catered towards what I've been through, what I have seen, what I've heard about other people's situations, and I know for damn sure that I do not want my kids to go through these situations, and I do not want myself to also equally go through these situations. I want to improve my state of being. So you can sit there and talk about how I'm a gold digger, how it's stupid to want these things, how it's a narcissistic, blah de blah de blah, because I'm going to continue wanting these things, because again, it is my life, not yours, to dictate what I can and can't want. And you should do the exact same, you know. I feel like the way that I speak to people and the way that I uplift my friends and other people alike is I'm very gentle, but also it's quite like demanding in a way, or aggressive, don't know what word to use there. And it's very like, you should do this, if not, this is going to happen. It's not like, you could do this, like blah de blah de blah. Like, no, I'm giving you my advice. If you want to take it, go ahead. If you don't, you don't. Even with what I'm saying in this video, like, a lot of things that you're hearing from me might not even be relevant to you and might not even stick to what you want from life, and that's okay. You don't need to sit there and take everything that I say as gospel and Bible and whatever. Like, you do not need to sit there and take that as like that. You know, even a lot of the videos that I watch, like, I sit there and observe the content, but I don't completely absorb it. I just observe and take what sticks to me and take what applies to me. I don't sit there and take every single little thing that the person says, because again, that person is not on the same path as me. I'm on a completely different path than that person, and that is completely okay. I don't understand the hate between, like, especially with women, like, with, oh, if you're a woman and you don't have a child by 25, you're not like a good woman, and you know, if you choose to like share your body with a lot of people, you're not a good woman. Who are you to tell me and judge what a good woman is? The only person that can judge people is God. Are you God? Are you saying that you're God? that's the example that you're giving. You know, if someone comes up to me and they tell me I've done this and that, I'm just gonna be like, okay, cool. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's none of my business what they've done, because it's what my business is, the way that they treat me and the way that they're going to treat me, not what they've done in the past. Because I am an example of change. You know, the way that I used to be before and the way that I am now is very, very different. So if I sit there and tell a person, oh, well, how you were in the past dictates how you are now, that's very hypocritical, because I know that I'm not the same person that I was in the past. And I think that change is nowhere near change is not always linear. Change is not always like oop, 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 like you're not always going to be oop, oop, oop. Like healing has a lot of part to do with change and who you are. Like if you heal from the experiences that you've been through, then it's going to be very, very, very simple for you to realize and have more self-respect. I feel like if you sit there and realize I didn't deserve these things, but it's my job to heal from them, then you're going to realize that actually things aren't so bad. I think self-respect plays a big part into self-love. Before you can love yourself, you need to have respect for yourself, and to do that you need to forgive yourself for the ways that you acted in situations, for the way that you treat people, for the way that you did things. If it helps, if you bullied someone or did something bad to someone, go and apologize to them. Even if they decide not to have you in their lives anymore, that's okay. They don't need to, you know, because now you're improving. I truly think that people can change, and believing in that just really helps me have faith in the people around me. That makes me really happy to talk actually about, because even like condemning people like, oh, but you did this, you did that, if you show them actually I'm a changed person, then they're just going to live a happier life, because you're going to look back on the things that you did and think, wow, like I would never do these things now, I would never think like that now, and I'm sat there just being this now. It's really interesting to me. I've been speaking for 21 minutes, which is insane to me. This video, I've truly just spoken about everything that I possibly wanted to speak about, so I'm literally just not going to edit it that much. Editing is the bane of my existence. It is so tedious and like itty bitty. I'm just like, no, please no. I will add captions because I love when videos have subtitles, so I will treat you guys like that. But anyways, I really enjoyed making this video. I think this is the perfect first video because I just gave some insight onto my brain and what I think. It's very pleasant living with my brain because I just genuinely just think about anything and everything, and it's really, really fun. So if you want to continue joining me on this journey, then I will be posting because this was very, very fun, because I didn't specifically talk about a certain topic, I just deviated from things to things, and I hope that at least one thing that I said in this video stuck with you and help you improve as a person, and help you realize that actually what people say to you does not mean that that's who you are or what you are. I hope you really enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.